Hello, my name is Rhea and I'm one of the dietitians with Westwind Counseling. Today I'm going to introduce the idea of the refeeding hierarchy. This is something that dietitians are often paying attention to when working with individuals with eating disorders. So there's 5 levels in the refeeding hierarchy. I pulled this from Change Creates Change. They actually have an awesome blog on it if you want to read more. It is geared towards children because they work with children. However, it can also be transferred to working with adults. So there's 5 stages or 5 levels in the refeeding hierarchy. Level 1 is foundation of enough. We want to make sure someone's getting enough. Level 2 is macronutrients. We want to make sure we're getting enough of each macronutrient. Number 3, micronutrients, same thing. We want to make sure we're getting enough. Number 4 is variety. Number 5 is challenge foods. So as dietitians, we're approaching individuals kind of with this hierarchy in mind. It doesn't mean that we always just go level 1 to level 5, just so fluidly. We might jump around a little bit, but really what I want to highlight is level 1 being the foundations of enough. So it's really tough to jump to, focusing on macronutrients or variety or challenge foods when our bodies and our brain are not getting enough. We might not have the capacity yet to do those things. We want to be especially cautious of this if adding in variety or really focusing on macronutrients or focusing on challenge foods is actually decreasing our intake overall. That's maybe something where we want to pull back a little bit and let's kind of revisit level 1. Let's make sure we're getting enough and that foundation is solid before we start moving into these things. Now that doesn't mean that's always how it goes. Some individuals actually find working on challenge foods helps them get enough. So maybe it helps challenge some of these things and actually increase their intake. So we might use that. Maybe we're not doing the most challenging things. But again, if it helps our level 1 foundation, our level 1 goal of getting enough, then we'll probably use it. If focusing on increasing certain macronutrients is helping that, we will pull from the different levels. So it doesn't mean that we have to kind of complete this level before we move on to the next level. We might kind of jump around in between them. But it is kind of a good guideline, especially for feeling overwhelmed with all the things we have to challenge or incorporate in our recovery journey. If we can come back to be like, what's my priority right now? And if my priority is getting enough, how am I going to do that? And then we can start talking about the other things. Anyway, I hope that helps settle maybe some of the overwhelm that happens in recovery, and that we can just come back to, these foundations and just truly look at, hey, where are we at right now? What feels doable? What are our priorities? Anyway, that's all. Bye-bye.